like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limb.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Move ready. Know your job.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mayfield to throw it. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw to Ratley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready. Blue ready. 51 to mine. We ain't giving up nothing today. Easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait. He's coming. We got double up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Ready. Blue ready. Yeah, Mike. He's timing. Easy. Hey.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check. He's checking.
Let's go, let's convert.
Check nickel.
Here we go, even.
Check 13.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Ready, white 25.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Green 17.
53. Hey, young D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, and he's got his tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Check
34-yard line.
They run. Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Chubb on the counter.
Under 10.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Alert!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, 20.
54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yo. Check. Fresno.
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, 180.
54 Mike. You don't want to know one number. Come here. Pick up the ball.
Now Chubb running right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And again, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check. Pick the edge. Come. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Hey, alert.
Now Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert 3. Slam.
Pistol. Check 52. Hurry.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
It's just me and you.
Hey, alert. Hey, alert 33.
Check. Walk it.
Hey, box truck.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the penalty, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, alert 33. 180.
Twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Double up.
Hurry.
Handoff comes to Chubb. They find some open field here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Set. 180. Hey, alert 33.
Let's go,
Hurry.
They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Bucs' 5-yard line.
Hurry.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And it'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
General West.
Check it back.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Here we go. 42's the mark. 42's the mark. Pick me up. Here we go. Easy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Flip it. Let's go. Here we go. Mike, number 53.
Now Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Here we go.
Now Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Winston now. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Winston now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To the air again with Winston. This complete to Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. Jameis now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Wait.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Say. Check 3.
Real. Hurry. Watch out.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Check hot.
Hurry.
He's checking crack.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Kill. Joker. Check your hot read. Shift. Check 31.
Hurry.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right 80. Real.
Check. 25. Check 25.
King.
Mike 5-4.
Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Now Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Easy. They're running,
Winston. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
Let me know right now. You got Wait, come with me. 42, check. Mike 42. Got to lose one. Mike's 42.
Now Winston on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Run. You got tight right there. Shift. Hurry.
Now they try the right side here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Regular. He's coming. We got double up. Regular. Back. Hurry. Begin. Check. Hey, watch that. Hurry. Mike, 54. Let's go, defense. Hurry. It's our time. Watch out.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The #1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2000.
Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken at his 4. Muscles him off. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
It's like 90, black 15. You remember.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there. And he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Throwing Rivers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Rivers on the money to Benjamin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Rivers. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. 13th play now, the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Seibert now to kick this thing away. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Check 3, 61, match box, lights.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And caught by Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 34 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Up. Switch. Hurry. Tighten up.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch out. Kill.
Alert.
36. Sponge. No. Deuce.
Check 37. Hurry.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw to Ratley.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right?
And all the way in. touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 52 yards, and the Browns have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check, check. Fresno. Let's go. Watch it. Check 24. Hey, alert.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set, 180. Check Mike, check. Pistol. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Pick the edge. Up. Hey, wahoo. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 50. Watch that.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield got an open man. It's Ratley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. A first down throw from Mayfield. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
58 to Mike. Target.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A run for Nick Chubb. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Rush in.
Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check three. Watch the twist. Check. Crunch. Check 99.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Check safety. Hey, alert 33. Watch the ship. SOS.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Safe. Check three. Switch. Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
at the 44.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 390. 390.
He's crashing.
Rerun. Rerun. You drop behind.
From the 38, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Q. Hey. Mike 7.
Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's Eckler again. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers on the money, complete. Nifty move by Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joe Schobert in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Mike 51, Mike 51. He don't know no better. Hey,
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Set, 390.
51.
12. 51.
Rivers to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They run again on first down, Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 13. Check 13. Check 26. Check 26. Slam, slam, slam. Check 3. Check. Real. Check 9. Check 9.
Now Chubb running right. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Here we go.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10.
Rap. Hey. Point it right. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twins. Shoot. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Run. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I smell fear in that offense.
They run. Chubb.
Switch.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, check 24. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Chubb.
Check.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Real. Hey, watch this. Check 24.
showing it. Wide, get wide. Check, lucky.
A give running right is Chubb. And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Get to here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah.